That's a great question. How to balance the deen and dunya. And to be honest, I ask myself that all the time as well, because all of us struggle with this, right? And that's a beautiful thing about Islam, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that we did not create the jinn or humans except for my worship. The scholars of Islam, in their tafasir, they said, the first thing they said is يَعْبُدُونَ begins with يَعْرَفُونَ, meaning the first thing is to recognize who is Allah. Right? So to find that balance, first advice is to get to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rububiyyah, how Allah is our Rabb, our owner, our sustainer, how we only worship Allah, how uluhiyyah, meaning that we don't worship other than Allah, and think about the bounties of Allah upon you, and the fact that success and failure in dunya and akhirah is only in the hands of Allah. So get to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, get to recognize how great our Rabb subhanahu wa ta'ala is, and then that helps us balance. And even the things of dunya, as you mentioned, cooking and cleaning and taking care of kids, and for men especially, a lot of times outside working, and at times for sisters as well working, and even that we do with a niyyah for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning when we raise children, we don't raise them like animals, which is, animals raise children, right? They have prides and herds, but we raise our children on tarbiyah. We raise them on the Quran and Sunnah. We raise them to be good Muslims and du'at. I mean, I have my son Yusuf here with me, and as you know, since he was a child, I took him with me for the da'wah. Since he was very, very young, he used to go with me, and as maybe like 4 or 5 year olds, he used to go out and give pamphlets, and since then till today, alhamdulillah, he's been involved in the da'wah, even though he has med school and all that. But I told him, you cannot ignore the da'wah for your dunya. You have to balance them out. And this is very important. When we raise our children, we teach them that yes, we get education, yes, we get jobs, yes, we work, but we do all of that for the akhirah. We live in this dunya كأنك غريب عابر السبيل, as from the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his advice to Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma, as if you are a stranger going through a place or a traveler. So when you live, for example, if I'm traveling, if I'm flying from here to go to, whatever, Australia, and my plane lands somewhere, yes, I need to eat, I need to rest, I need to find my flight, I need to get to my gate. But if I get so caught up at admiring the airport that I miss my flight, then I'm an idiot. Because I was supposed to get to my place, not, oh my God, Dubai airport, so nice. It is nice. But it's to get you to transit planes, not to sit there and try new types of food and miss your flight. So yes, in this dunya, you have to live. We're not saying, you don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't have kids. That's not Islam. In Islam, we do all of that. But you marry with the niyyah to support your iman, that is a ibadah. That is a worship. You cook the food because you know this is a responsibility upon you, and you feed your children and family so they can worship Allah, that is a worship. Yeah? And then when you make that niyyah, then you will never take the haram over. Meaning you will not be like, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to say Bismillah and eat pork because I got to eat. No, because the eating is a ibadah. How am I going to do haram with it? So this is the first thing. Secondly, make schedules. Prioritize your time. Okay, this is my time for Quran. This is my time for the family. This is my time for working. This is my, time for da'wah. This is my time for daily increasing my knowledge. And even when you're cooking and cleaning, you can play Quran, you can play lectures, you can play da'wah videos when, we get all these, heated debates. And that way, instead of just watching, stupid TikTok videos while you're, cooking or whatever, you can still be benefiting from your time.